What's going on, sports fans? It's your boy, the sports reporter without pay. Listen, I cringe at some people who report sports who just can't get their fandom out of the way. It's all about their favorite players, all about their favorite teams. I try to maintain my unbiased. I try to be real about stuff. But just one time, the sports reporter without pay is going to switch it up. I need to talk about my team for a second. There's some myth about, this quarterback named Bobby Lane who played for the Detroit Lions years ago in the 50s. I think he got traded in 58 to the Steelers. And he left and he said, y'all not going to win for another 50 years. So around Detroit, they call it the curse of Bobby Lane. And listen, everybody thinks that the refs are hard on their teams or their team gets cheated or their team isn't done fairly, but it is some very weird things that happen to the Detroit Lions. So we just gonna go down memory lane real quick and just look at the history of the Detroit Lions being done wrong time after time after time after time. Let's jump right into it. We start off with this game here against the Denver Broncos. Typical Detroit Lions stuff.
They back out of the blitz. And then it's Thomas. He's going to reach for it. And is he down before?
Oh! Touchdown! Touchdown! Let's go! Let's go! Listen, I'm just taking y'all through the emotions of what it's like to be a Lions fan in real time while you're watching.
Where is he down?
It is challengeable.
I don't see anything down. The hand can be down. That does not put you down. You got to get a forearm, a wrist.
No knee down. No forearm down. No nothing. Just a touchdown taken off the board. Again, typical Detroit Lions stuff.
Lots of chasing. Lion spins away and then throws an interception.
Yes, sir. That's a pick. Let's go.
Interception in the end zone. Into the hands of Rasheed Mathis. Mathis still on his feet.
Y'all seen that flag just pop up? Y'all seen it? Flag pop up? Wait for it.
Out across the 30. To the 35, across the 40. And nothing but green in front of him. There is a penalty flag down back in the line of scrimmage. Mathis is going to need oxygen to get to the end zone.
Hey! 103-yard touchdown return.
It's prior to the interception, pass interference number 22.
Here's the problem. There was not a single player on the Detroit Lions that was wearing number 22. There wasn't a number 22 for the I don't know who they called that penalty on. There was no number 22 for the Lions on that play. I'd be willing to bet my bottom dollar you never seen nothing like this before. In the history of me watching NFL, in the history of me watching sports, I've never seen anything like this. In fact, I'm going to give you a little brief of what's going on. In this play, Neil O'Donnell, the quarterback for the Jets, is basically telling the refs that the crowd is too loud, I can't hear, and I need them quieter so I can make a play. Watch this.
The referee walking in.
Yeah, Neil O'Donnell saying we cannot hear. We don't have a chance to execute the play. I haven't seen this invoked by the quarterback in a long time. But he's got to tell the crowd to settle down.
Bobby Ross
this man is going over to the Lions. And he's making an announcement telling our crowd that they're too loud. He went over to the defense, asking for their help. Can we quiet them down? Never seen nothing like that in my life. Ever.
I've forgotten about this situation. He's using it. Take this crowd out of the game. Give your offense a chance.
Okay, yeah, that's going to work. What do you think the chance of this working is?
Well, Paul, if it doesn't, it will be a penalty. Once he warns them it's going to be a penalty, they'll quiet down.
I think that's upcoming. First it's the play clock. A few seconds had ticked away.
Now Dick Dantak, he will not be, he's going to make Neil get in there and tough it out too now.
Yeah, they're probably going to be quiet. I can't wait to hear this quietness. You like a church.
Oh, you got to go. It's just not that loud.
You're right. He's got to go.
Yeah, it's not bad.
pick that up.
That's 2.
I bet money y'all ain't never seen nothing like this before. Ever. Nobody's ever heard of anything like this before. Like your crowd is too loud. Ain't that what they supposed to do?
We have asked the defensive team for assistance. If the noise persists, the defense will be charged with a time.
In the history of football, I've never heard, like, it's home field advantage. I've never heard of a quarterback saying, hey, ref, they're too loud. And then the ref saying, hey, y'all crowd is too loud. Hey, your crowd is too loud. Hey, if your crowd continues to be too loud, we're going to punish you. We're going to punish you for your fans doing exactly what they're supposed to do, make noise and make it hard on the opposing team to get done what they want to get done. I need y'all to quiet down so the game is easier for them while they playing on y'all field. That's the stupidest thing I ever heard. And oh my God, who can forget the Dallas playoff game? The old pass interference that was.
They fake the handoff. Stafford is incomplete. Flag is thrown. Pettigrew, the intended target, with Hitchens in coverage.
Pass interference, number 59. Defense, automatic first down.
It's a huge call, and we'll check in with Mike Pereira. You like the call?
I'll tell you, the key is if you're the official, you're looking to see if the defender is playing the ball. If he's not, and there is contact as the receiver reaches back for the ball, it is going to be in the defense. That's pass interference.
A clear pass interference.
And now they're going to pick up the flag.
Wow.
Boy, that was late. Have you ever seen that call picked up that late?
Not at all.
So it not only surprises us, Mike, it surprises you. Well, this was what I was waiting to see. I'm surprised they picked up the flag. I think it was the right call.
Matt Stafford's reaction is priceless.
There's no question it's a penalty. If they didn't call it would have been egregious. They called it, and they got talked out of it.
Matthew Stafford had a word for Pete Morelli on his way off the field.
Hey, Pete, that's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. You know it. You know it is, though. I know. How does that get overturned? How does that get overturned? Hey, that's unbelievable. Congratulations. It's unbelievable. Can we explain that or no? Just flat out overturning a pass interference call? I understand, but your man saw it and threw the penalty. But I've never in the history seen one turned over. Congratulations. First time in the history that's...
I actually referee sports. You know, when you in the beginning of games in basketball, football, whatever, you see the refs go out there and they talk to the team captains. And my little spiel that I give to people when I'm refereeing is, hey, listen, I've never in the history seen you argue and get a call changed. So don't waste your time coming up to me yelling, screaming. I tell players this. Don't come up to me yelling and screaming. Don't call me out my name, because it ain't going to change the call no way. Like, not only was it the correct, like, it'd be one thing if they just missed the call. They made the call, then overturned it when it was the right call to make. In a playoff game in the fourth quarter, Lions up 3, 8 minutes to go, driving down the field where they can make this a 2-possession game. On third down, they call the right call, then overturn. Have you ever in your life, I've never seen a ref pick up a flag and say, my bad. After making the call, not throw a flag, then go, hey, there's no flag on the play. They threw the flag, made the announcement that it was pass interference, then said, you know what, there's no foul on the play. Only the Detroit Lions can this happen to. We can't forget the Thanksgiving Day game with Justin Forsett when he was down, but then he wasn't down, and then it wasn't reviewable. Y'all remember that, right?
That one, and here they go with Forsett. He didn't think he was down, and he's still going, and the officials are acting like it's still a live play. Forsett taking it all the way, and still no signal that he was down.
You cannot hear the whistle on the field.
There's already a challenge flag out, which you don't need to challenge a touchdown. All plays have to be verified. But Schwartz emptied out the pocket. It doesn't matter. You can't challenge a touchdown. They get reviewed anyway. Is there any way he's down? Elbow, forearm, he's going to be down.
Down.
Yes, he is.
Forearm down. Knee down. Down.
Mark
mark off a penalty on Jim Schwartz for throwing the challenge flag.
The result of the play is a touchdown. The play is not reviewable by Detroit. It will be a 15-yard penalty on the kickoff, but the play is not reviewable.
Now, we have to remember, this is when the NFL first started kind of messing around with the challenges. So everybody didn't quite understand or maybe really fully know the rules, right? So what Jim Schwartz didn't know was, because it's a scoring play, it's automatically reviewable. I'm not going to say he didn't know. I'm going to say it was a new thing, right? So instead of them penalizing him for, hey, you can't challenge that play, instead of them saying, hey, it's going to be 15 yards or it's going to be this against the Lions going to get charged with a timeout, whatever. No, the absolute wrong call. Like, he was clearly down, but they can't review it now because he drew. Like, that's just stupid. It makes no sense. And I know what y'all thinking. Sports Reporter Without Pay. All those plays you showed, late third, early fourth, Lions still had time. It's not like those plays actually cost them the game. A lot of people remember the Hail Mary by Aaron Rodgers. What people don't remember is right before that, they were scrambling for their life.
In the middle of the field, to Jones, to Rodgers, How about that? Rodgers gets it the other way. He's thrown down. We got a flag. The game's not over.
They doing the old lateral. And then the phantom face mask is what took place before, well, y'all know what happened next.
This is like what happened in the Baltimore-Jacksonville game.
The defender grabs Aaron Rodgers' shoulder pads. He turns his head, and the ref deemed that a face mask.
With the penalty, enough yardage to be able to be in field goal range for the winning kick by Myers. Devin Taylor, I don't know, did it get...
Only the Detroit Lions could that happen to. Only us. Only the Detroit Lions could have a team in a position about to win the game, and they're doing the lateral, throwing it back or throw it back. They throw it back to Aaron Rodgers, the quarterback, the slowest guy on the field, the guy who's probably not going to break wide and bust this open for a touchdown. And he gets a phantom face mask call. Not while he dropped back in the pocket, not while he was about to make a throw, while they're doing a lateral, while they're scrambling, frantically trying to make a play out of nothing. They gave him a face mask, and then again, if y'all recall what happens next, 60-yard Hail Mary for them to win the game. Again, only can happen to the Lions. We're going to move on next to the Falcons. Last play, Detroit has the ball trying to win the game, and this happens.
Stafford's throw, catch made, touchdown!
Touchdown! Hey!
And they lead for the first time today.
Reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is changed. The runner was touched down at the half-a-yard line. He was short of the goal line. By rule, we would go back to a running clock, and we have a 10-second runoff. So by rule, the game is over.
Now, I want y'all to think about this. The refs made the wrong call on the field. They called it a touchdown. If the refs say he's short, if the refs go, hey, he's short, he didn't make it, the Lions have the opportunity to rush up to the line, get another playoff, maybe even try and quarterback sneak it in. 8 seconds left. They're right there on the goal line. They can just rush up to the line, get another playoff. But because they called it a touchdown first, because they made the wrong call and they had to stop the entire play to go review it, now when they want to put the ball back on line and renew play, they have to do a 10-second runoff, and it's only 8 seconds left on the game. Lions don't get an opportunity. Lions don't get a chance to run another play because the refs called it a touchdown and it wasn't a touchdown. Again, this kind of stuff only happens to the Detroit Lions.
Monday Night Football coming down to this play. Calvin Johnson appeared to be headed into the end zone. Now, a couple of different aspects of this play, guys. One, the all-world play.
It was a Monday Night Football game where KJ Wright clearly bats the ball out intentionally, and they wind up saying it wasn't intentional. Just listen to the people on Monday Night Football and the referees try and make sense of this situation.
Whether or not that is permitted, because there are a lot of people right now, as we're hearing on Twitter and all over the place, that should have been a penalty on the play, and Detroit should have had the football back.
They would have got the ball back,
after
though?
that.
I would have to hear it from one of the officials. I just don't. That doesn't make sense to me.
Okay.
You bat it out and you don't get the ball?
I'm told that we do have Dean Blandino
change of possession. So
on the phone. Dean is the vice president of officiating. Dean Spiro and the rest of the guys here in Los Angeles, take us through this play in terms of the rule. Are you allowed to bat the football out once you're in the end zone, as we saw from K.J. Wright?
Yeah, so you can't bat the ball in any direction in the end zone, either end zone. So if K.J. Wright batted the football, that is a foul for an illegal bat. The back judge was on the play. In his judgment, he didn't feel it was an overt act, so he didn't throw the flag.
It was Zachary Bowman.
Whoa, slow down. Wait a minute. We can't jump to that next one quite yet. Like, that is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. Like, we can all clearly see that it was intentional. You know what? Now, we're not even going to hang up on that too long. We're going to move on to the play that I'm quite sure we all remember. A play that's so crazy that they now have a rule named after it. It's called the Calvin Johnson rule. Basically, it's the NFL saying, hey, that really was a catch. So now we're going to make a rule so people know that, like, dumbest thing ever. Dumbest thing ever. Again, only the Detroit Lions this can happen to.
Free Bowman, blitz coming. They throw it up to Johnson. Into the corner. Touchdown, Calvin Johnson!
Touchdown!
Unbelievable throw by Hill and a miraculous catch. Leaping to add one. Or are they saying, wait a minute? Or now they overruling and saying he did not get it in bounds? You that want to know, when the ball comes down here and touches the ground, he has to then maintain possession of the ball through the completion of the entire process.
As we look at it here, is this a second act? Is that, we talk about control, and now if a receiver lunges for the end zone or shows the second act, is that a second act?
Here's the call. After review, the ruling on the field stands. It is an incomplete pass.
The Calvin Johnson rule. Like, that is one of the worst plays in the history of football. Imagine, I'm showing y'all plays now. These are all end of game, 5 seconds, 20 seconds. Like, these are all game-winning plays that are either being taken away from the Lions in the Calvin Johnson rule and the Golden Tate catch, or given to the other team in the Aaron Rodgers situation, which brings us to this past week. All people are going to remember is Justin Tucker broke the NFL record. He kicked a 66-yard field goal. What nobody is talking about enough is it should have never happened.
To hit the sideline with something quick.
Play clock down to 4.
You don't have time to spike
2, 1.
We're going to rewind and look at that again. Exactly how long do you get to snap the ball? We're going to look again.
To hit the sideline with something quick.
I tell you what, y'all count. From the time the clock says 0, you count how long it is until he snaps the ball.
Play clock down to 4.
You don't have time to spike
2, 1. Pass to the sideline, that is incomplete.
And just like the Aaron Rodgers play, we don't even need to play what happened next. We know what happened. Justin Tucker kicks a 66-yard field goal to win the game. And all the world is going to talk about is he broke the record. Nobody want to talk about the fact that the play should have never happened. And the explanation they're giving is there's a mechanic in the back, like a ref, the mechanics of it. Like, there's a ref in the back. He's supposed to look at the clock. When it strikes 0, he's supposed to turn and see if the ball was snapped. What kind of crook did he have in his neck? Like, how old is this guy? How long did it take him to turn and see that the ball wasn't snapped? Because from the time the clock hit 0, 1,000, 2,000. Mind y'all, I referee. Like, these things can only happen to the Detroit Lions. So if you stayed around and watched this entire video, if you're a Lions fan, we understand and we feel each other's pain. If you're a fan of a team that's a rival of ours, like, you probably got so much joy out of this video. If you're somebody who likes to troll the Detroit Lions, you probably got so much joy out of this. But when Lions fans say, man, we got done dirty, when Lions fans say we got cheated, people's response is always, oh, y'all suck anyway. That's fine. Like, when wins are hard to come by, you remember the ones that were taken from you. And I don't think anybody gets disrespected or done wrong by the referees, officials, and the NFL as a whole more than the Detroit Lions. Listen, I appreciate y'all listening to me rant about my team all this time. It's the Sports Reporter Without Pay. Y'all follow the page, and I'm going to catch y'all on the next one.